Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. So here's the deal. Back when this show came out, I watched the first 2 episodes. Then I had conflicts for like 2 weeks in a row. Wasn't hearing the greatest of things and completely fell off. However, I feel like this show could very much play into something on another show that drops at 9 p.m. Eastern Time later tonight. What are we talking about? Why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat? We are getting ready to dive back into The Mandalorian. One of my favorite Star Wars properties and things on Disney Plus has been The Mandalorian from jump. I thoroughly enjoyed the first 2 episodes, especially seeing the mythosaur at the end of episode 2, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I had like a couple conflicts pop up on like back-to-back Wednesdays. The early morning thing really is rough sometimes, and as you all know, work has just been crazy all year for me. So I don't remember exactly what it was, but I kind of fell off and just hadn't had time to go back. Well, I'm off today for like what feels like the first real time in forever. That's not true. I have 2 off days every week. But there's just been a lot going on, and today I can kind of chill. And I am going to just binge watch the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes of Mando for the rest of the day as we approach Ahsoka, which, as you can see, I am very, very ready for. So the last time I was talking about Mando, I probably had short hair. If I was guessing, maybe a little bit longer, but definitely not lengthy like this. And I probably had a bigger beard. But nevertheless, here we are. We're at my parents' house. We're dog sitting. We've got 6 episodes of Mando to catch up on. And we're getting ready to dive into Chapter 19, The Convert, which is, of course, episode 3 of season 3, whose synopsis reads on Coruscant. Former Imperials find amnesty in the New Republic. So yeah, I'm interested. It's probably going to take me a sec to re-get my bearings because it's been so long since I watched the first 2 episodes. But from what I remember, like, you know, we should be. I should be in a good spot, I think, for this episode. So let's get the episode up for you guys. I've got to like we're gonna readjust some stuff here so I can sit. There we go. See now, yeah, there we go. And because I'm at my parents', I've got to pull this up in 2 places at the same time. So let's waste no more time and dive into Chapter 19, The Convert of Mandalorian, Season 3. Okay, let's see. There we go. Get the audio on my phone queued up with the audio on the TV. Here we go. Recaps, too. Those are always good for me. Previously.
And I can bring you proof that I have bathed in the living waters. Then by creed, I would be redeemed.
Yes.
These mines date back to the age of the first Mandalore. According to ancient folklore, the mines were once a mythosaur lair.
Still a mythosaur lair. Alright, so I did remember correctly. That's good. Also, that one Imperial woman that we saw, I think, if I remember correctly, I heard really good things about. So I'm excited there. I do love the Lucasfilm Disney Plus open with like all of the helmets. And they add ones every once in a while. They'll slip them in there. But these all appear to be the same from what I remember last time we were watching. This is almost an hour episode, which is exciting. We'll pick up right where we left off. She can't believe what she saw. That little Grogu. He's so damn adorable. Obviously, my Grogu won't be watching along with us because he's in Connecticut. He'll have to play catch up on his own.
I am redeemed.
I witnessed it. You bathed in the living waters. You are Mandalorian again. Can we leave now?
Take a little living waters proof, I guess.
You see anything down there?
I saw a chasm passing me as I fell. I didn't realize it was so deep.
It wasn't. The bombings from the Purge must have triggered seismic activities. Did you see anything alive?
Alive? Like what?
She's not gonna.
Nothing. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, she's not gonna tell him. Oh man. I wonder if that's it. Is that the last we see the Mythosaur this season? You all know, but I don't.
Bring me to my ship and I'll be on my way.
I would invite you in for a feast, but I'm guessing that helmet isn't coming off again.
This is the way.
He's back, baby. Oh, he's almost talking. Oh, no!
Something's coming up on us fast. It looks like a squadron of TIE interceptors.
Those are TIE interceptors.
Our shields aren't gonna hold. I need you to back them off.
Get to work, Mando. Whew.
Where'd they come from?
I've scuffed off a lot of Imperial warlords.
You tend to get mad when you hijack.
Get ready, we're coming in hot. I won't be able to slow down for the drop.
For the drop, I guess. Is Mando just gonna drop out?
Interceptors are a lot tougher than TIE fighters.
Are you still up for the transfer?
I don't see any other choice.
Grogu knows. I'm going in my hole. It's not a hole, it's a bassinet thing. But you know what I mean. Hey, his guy jumped, so he's going for his ship, right? Oh my god! They were very close to him. Oh yeah, I was like, does he have his jetpack on? Oh man, move quick. That's the upside to that ship. It moves so fast. Oh, very Batman. Get him. Boom. Blow him up, drive through him. Or, oh no, he still drove over him.
Made it to the N1. Heading to you.
The N1. This is a great sequence, by the way.
Don't worry. I grew up flying these cliffs. Of course, it's been a while.
Katie's so good. I love her. Yes, here he comes!
Thanks for the backup.
2 more to go.
Get a Mando. As per usual, the score is kicking as well. Can't believe I fell off. Woo! 1 more to go.
On it.
Oh, that was dope. Yeah. Very nice. Uh-oh. Woo. It's like he knows. Right away. Hey, I can come back out. I love that little guy. He's so adorable.
You take any damage?
Just shields. You?
Not a scratch.
Not a scratch.
Nice shooting.
Hang on. I'm seeing something on the screen.
Uh-oh. 2. What are they blowing up? Is that her? Oh my gosh. Oh no. Were they a distraction the whole... Like, was that supposed to draw them away? Oh no.
Those mudscuffers bombed my home.
For what reason? That seemed very targeted. Oh, oh no.
Bo, we've got company. You have to get out of there. We've got to get out
Yeah.
of here.
Leo. Jump. Her poor droid can't stay up.
That's a lot of ships for an Imperial warlord.
I'm sending jump coordinates.
Where?
Someplace they won't find us.
Get going. But yeah, that seemed like a lot for like Bo's been out there for forever. What would all of a sudden trigger that type of an attack? Very targeted. Again, I could be forgetting things from the first 2 episodes that maybe are connected to that. It's been a minute. I also, I can't get comfortable over here either. I miss my couch. Although this, I gotta say, this recliner is quite comfortable.
The Amnesty program saved my life. There are many of us who had no choice in working for the Empire. Now the New Republic has given us a second chance. So thank you. My research was twisted into something cruel, inhumane at the behest of a desperate individual, intent on using cloning technology to secure more power for him.
Cloning technology.
I now hope to help the New Republic in whatever way I can. Though that work is now behind me and
He's the convert. I see.
It must be wonderful now that you work with a government that appreciates your contribution, no?
Of course. I'm very lucky.
And we're lucky
Like
to
I
have
was-
you, Dr. Pershing.
How are you finding the city? Comfortable, I hope.
Yes. Though anything would be comfortable compared to the Outer Rim.
Well, I think you deserve the very best, Doctor. After everything you've been through, you're just so brave. You're such an inspiration. I'm so glad you're working for us now.
Seems a little, forced, you could say. Like, wait, like, is Pershing gonna wake up?
Congratulations on making it into the program.
Thank you.
Ah, and if you have time, the Galactic Museum has a wonderful exhibit on hyperdrive technology.
I do love every time we go to Coruscant. It's so technologically pretty.
Hey, join us for a drink. Amnesty Officer M34.
Amnesty scientist, L-52.
You're new to the program. The pins, they make it hard to hide. Welcome to Amnesty Housing. This is G27, M40, G68.
Oh, she's a convert too.
I didn't expect to see anyone from Moff Gideon's ship here.
I heard he escaped en route to the War Tribute.
No, that was just the cover story. I heard they hooked him up to a mind flayer.
I try not to think about him anymore. Thanks to the rehabilitation program, I can contribute to the New Republic.
I don't know if I trust her, though. Like, of everyone sitting there at this table right now, I feel like she's the one that could be like a double agent or a spy.
Long live the New Republic.
Long live the New Republic.
He seems skeptical, too.
Have you taken in the sights on Coruscant?
No.
I'd be happy to show you around when you do.
I do miss the lights of hyperspace.
What do you miss, L-52?
Miss?
From before?
No, I'm glad that the Empire is...
Oh, not... I mean, more like the everyday stuff, like the food.
Maybe those, yellow travel biscuits for ration packs.
I don't think you can get those on the Core Worlds.
No, you can't. Gotta say, though, I like the red ones.
You're crazy. Travel biscuits?
Well, what's wrong with them?
I'm just saying, if I never see another ration pack in my life.
Drink.
Yeah, maybe they are all look good.
One moment.
Bet you it's her, right? That's strange. That's when, like, you don't peek your head out. Just shut the door. That's strange. That looks Imperial. Oh! Travel biscuits. It's amazing. Wonder where she got those from. It's definitely her. It's gotta be.
I saw your talk last night. Really interesting stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had no idea you're so experienced. Wonder why they have you...
Yeah, right? That's what I was thinking.
You're melting.
Weird. Ooh, magic. Coruscant's got it all.
We thought we were doing good.
I do think about that sometimes. But we were close to making some incredible breakthroughs.
So why not continue your research here?
I don't think it's something the New Republic would be interested in.
The New Republic is trying their best, but they're struggling. There are lots of capable people who want to help. You understand what I'm saying?
She like a rebel in a rebellion? Not that there's rebellion anymore.
What is that?
That, Peak of Umate, highest mountain on Coruscant. They say it's the only place on the entire surface where you can see the planet itself.
Huh. It's fascinating. Right in the middle of the city.
You want to touch it?
Are we allowed to?
Allowed? Live a little, Doc. It's not the Empire.
Huh. But yeah, it does seem like she could be a bit of a troublemaker, even if she's not a spy.
You knew that was gonna happen, didn't you?
That's funny.
No littering.
Sorry.
Alright, I am enjoying the two of them right now. Maybe she is good. But that was, I think people were saying she could be good for Abby on Last of Us, and I could see that because I think on the red carpet she was sleeveless. She is jacked. I just don't know if age-wise how close or far she is from Bella.
Your current housing situation comfortable?
But yeah. I've softened on her here. I enjoyed that little back and forth.
Are you experiencing any undue stress due to work or personal matters?
No. If I were to pursue my own research recreationally, would that be allowed?
Your previous research involved cloning and genetic engineering. That class of research is expressly prohibited by the Coruscant Accords.
Gave me like minor Blade Runner vibes there, right? Like when they come back from a mission, declassify everything, like gotta answer all the questions a specific way to clear out before you can leave. I like that though. Interesting to see how the Republic is handling, you know, people who've come from the Empire.
What we were talking about the other day. I know it's important, and in the hands of the New Republic, it can actually be used for good.
What do you need?
A mobile lab station. It's a silly idea, I know it is, but I really believe that...
You want to help the New Republic? They just can't see it yet. We can get you a mobile lab station, but it would require going outside our designated perimeter.
I don't know if I can trust her again. She is also ripped.
I've done a lot of things I'm ashamed of. I have a lot to make up for.
Alright, maybe now I'm back. Flip-flopping a lot.
If your research really is as important as you say, I'll take that risk.
Just what's the motive for helping him with his research, though? That's what's got me feeling like maybe there's something nefarious underneath everything.
Equipment I'm archiving, it's all coded to be destroyed.
Looks like it.
It's all still perfectly good.
Imperial technology.
Yes, but they can still be put to good use.
We are really behind here. Not only do we have the Imperial disposal yards to inventory, but we're still decommissioning the Alliance fleet. I'm sure you understand.
It's fine. Forget I asked.
I'm sorry, Alpha.
You don't steal it.
It's not easy, but I assure you, this is truly helping the New Republic.
I think it's odd coming off of the Empire, though. You'd, like, name these converts by numbers.
Experiencing any undue stress due to work or personal matters?
No.
You're lying.
Have you experienced any feelings of anger or resentment towards the New Republic government or its representatives?
Yes.
Apologies if you didn't hear me. Have you experienced any feelings of anger or resentment?
No.
Thank you for continuing to be...
Our main objective is to help the Republic, and that supersedes everything else.
It does.
I guess you gotta be super cautious if you're putting all of these former Imperials in one place, I guess?
The mobile lab station? Let's go get it.
Tomorrow night?
Undercover Pershing clothes.
You're helping the New Republic. It's the right thing to do.
I feel like this guy should be having therapy sessions and not like those droid sessions. He's definitely working through some stuff.
You're better at this than I am.
Oh, you'll get the hang of it.
She's not wrong, though. He looks like the most suspect person there. It's like a train station? Ooh. Sneaky, sneaky. Look at that thing. I love Star Wars creatures. He's got a bomber hat on. Little goggles. God, like I said, man, Coruscant, very pretty.
We slip in, grab what you need, and we're back at Amnesty housing before you know it.
Have you done this before?
Where do you think I got the biscuits?
This is an interesting route, though. I'm like curious to see where this goes. Like why we would break away from Mando for what seems like it could be the majority, if not the whole rest of this episode, to focus on Pershing. Obviously, world building. You know, seeing what the Amnesty program does. Uh-oh, they ain't got tickets.
Follow me.
Tickets, please.
What is she gonna do?
You can do it.
Nice, Doc.
Thank you.
Keep moving.
Nobody in this car seems pleasant.
Tongs days. Am I right?
Sorry.
Oh, look at that. That's how they get across those gaps. Droid is like, I am not having this. But I can only move as fast as I can walk. At what point do they run into a droid coming the other way, right? Like that's how trains typically... Or do you just reach the end of the train?
Approaching shipyard for station.
We're gonna jump!
Oh no. I'm with you, Persh. And they are approaching a station.
Trust me.
This seems like a bad idea. Oh my! Oh, well played. Whoa. You get lost in there, nobody'd ever find you. So far, so good. I feel like that's not gonna hold true.
Ships are all inoperable. No need to guard them.
You still have power. Strange. Oh, what is that? I hate insects, for those that don't know. Now you know. In real life, insects and me. Yeah, I don't like it. So many of them on the ship.
Sorry I never introduced myself.
You don't have to apologize. That's not how things were back then.
No, now it is. Eliah Kane, communications officer.
Dr. Penn Pershing, scientist.
Nice to meet you. Here it is.
Mobile lab. Everything you need fit in that tiny little case.
How do we get back?
It's the way he's carrying it. I feel like that thing probably weighs like 2 pounds in real life. Oh no. Run. I feel like you should probably put your flashlights away at this point. Or just draw attention to yourselves.
Amnesty scientist, L-52, raise your hands. You are under arrest.
Is this some kind of... What is happening?
Raise your hands, L-52. Just wait. Wait. No.
Whoa. What is happening? See, I knew there was something about her we couldn't trust.
Amnesty Officer G68 has already submitted a report.
No, I think there's been a mistake. I wasn't
here
trying
to help you. Indoctrination by the Empire is challenging to overcome.
What?
This is a mind flayer.
This is a 602 mitigator. It's a non-invasive experimental treatment recently approved for rehabilitation.
No, it's...
But we found at low voltages it can be used to help soothe select traumatic memories. You'll see some pleasant colors, hear a light buzzing, and experience a great sense of relief in no time.
This is no different.
Please just let me explain. I was just trying to help.
This will only take a moment.
Again, though, what are her motives? What is she up to?
This should offer him some relief. Show him.
Do you mind if I stay?
She gotta like dial it up. Also, I apologize for the outdoor noises. Apparently, today's the day people have groundskeeping. It's not the word. It's not gardening. You know, people that are maintaining yards. I can smell like that gasoline from here. It's gotta be like 2 houses down. She is gonna dial it up. I knew it. What is her deal? Don't understand her motives. Completely erasing his mind. Like, why? What is your deal, Eliah Kane? I think that was her first name, right? Definitely her last, because it made me think of Batman. Oh, here we go. Back to a little Mando. It's Mando's. It's a Pershing sandwich. Pershing in the middle, Mando on the sides. No, are you kidding me? Get out of here. Dog has been misbehaving all day.
They still live by the old ways.
Yes. It will go smoother if you keep your helmet on. Trust me.
Oh, he brought her there. Well, I guess that is a safe place. Be interesting to see how the armorer responds to Bo-Katan being there. That dude is huge. Just, like, the physical things that they do build for these shows is so dope. Like, those shots are just cool looking.
Come no further. You are an apostate, Din Djarin.
No longer. I have been to the mines of Mandalore.
Impossible. The mines were collapsed in the...
Not true.
The planet is cursed.
Not true.
These are lies, meant to keep us in exile.
He speaks the truth. I was witness.
And who are you?
Bo-Katan Kryze.
I am Bo-Katan of Clan Kryze.
Your house has fallen from the way. You are both apostates.
We have been to the living waters.
She gonna drop the mythosaur knowledge now? Try to help? Oh.
I bring proof.
Here are the waters. And technically, Bo did bathe in the waters also. Hasn't had her helmet off that we know of since. Oh, these Mandos. I love that they all got different color helmets. And like, just like it gives you the idea of like they're pulling from all that's left. You know what I mean? Like it looks like they went to like a scrap. Some of them look like they went to a scrapyard and found Mandalorian pieces. I kind of like that you can see that the wear and tear. Oh, the armorer.
Din Djarin claims to have bathed in the living waters.
Is this true?
It is. I have proof.
I was witness. He fell into the depths and I pulled him out.
Oh, Grogu. Yeah, I can prove that that's living waters. Oh, snap. I guess that's how.
He speaks the truth. These are indeed the living waters. Din Djarin, you are redeemed. This is the way.
This is the way.
And Bo-Katan Kryze, by creed, you too are redeemed. But I do not walk the way. Did you bathe in the waters? I did. And have you removed your helmet since?
I have not.
No, I have not. Then you may join our covert and live as your ancestors once did. You may leave anytime you wish. Until then, you are one of us.
It's a good deal until you can figure out what's next.
This is the way.
This is the way. she ain't really about it. But I think until you can figure out your next move, you got a place you can stick. I wonder if this will change her mind at all, especially now that she's seen the mythosaur. And, like, just having that familiar brethren Mandalorian vibe again. Something I'm sure she has missed. Lee Isaac Chung. Well done. I enjoyed that episode quite a bit, especially that friggin' chase sequence. That was a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm fascinated to see what the Pershing stuff leads to. I think it's a really nice, like, addition to the world building and seeing what the Republic is doing and some of the things that the Republic is doing that feel Imperial. Ironically, it's happening to former Imperials. So, like, all that stuff I'm very fascinated by. I'm also interested to see what they do with Kane's character. I apologize, I don't know the actor's name off the top of my head. But I really liked that relationship between her and Pershing. And like I said, this feels, and this is one of those things that Mando does, where it feels like this is kind of like a stopgap ep. Like, you did a couple things, maybe, you know, you couldn't, although you don't need Pedro on set, and we know that he's not on set for good chunks of the show. So I don't know why you would need, like, a tangent episode, but like I said, you know Filoni and Favreau are building a lot of world things that are going on. That are gonna all lead to other things, and I think they greenlit, like, the Mandalorian verse movie that'll be coming out of, I guess, what we got, Ahsoka, and I think there's maybe one more season of Mando, and then a movie, maybe something like that. So, like, from that perspective, all of this becomes, you know, kind of important to certain degrees. Right, because, like, you know, it's all going to play into each other, into, you know, a bigger story. But I really did like the stuff with Pershing and Kane. I liked that I was flip-flopping on Kane the entire episode, and then I was justified to have been flipping on Kane the entire episode, because she was obviously up to something nefarious or no good, and I'm fascinated to see what her motives are, and like I said, how that and the Pershing part of that story all play in. Like, where does the cloning come from? How is that playing into Mando's story? Are they going to cross paths at any point? Is this going to get us back to Gideon? All of those things I'm interested by. Also, like, how, unless they're, I guess they let her take that stuff because she called it in. Maybe that was what happened there. But, like, all of that stuff was really well done and well written, well executed. I'm just interested to see what they utilize that for. And then as far as our bookends, I think you raised some really interesting things here, specifically for Bo-Katan, right? Like, she's witnessed now things that she thought were, you know, legends and stories that you told to, you know, play into different lore and things that got warriors to be the warriors that they were. But having seen the mythosaur, having seen the way that clan of Mandalorian, I've kind of re-embraced both Din and her. Like, it feels like there's a lot going on for Bo-Katan, and that's awesome, because that's one of the things I was really excited about with this season, was, like, the idea of going back to Mandalore and how that could play into Bo-Katan's story, and play into, like, where we're going next. So I really enjoyed Chapter 19, Episode 3 of Season 3. Like, for me, I'm surprised, like I said, that I ended up falling off. I heard, like, okay things about these middle episodes, so maybe, you know, that was where it was like I missed episode 3, and then by episode 4 it was like, you know, it's okay. And it's one of those things where, you know, and we've talked about this obviously with Secret Invasion, and, you know, other Disney Plus properties, but they have this way of teasing us with episodes like that take its time and do a lot of world building and character building and development, and you get 58 minutes of really quality television, where it was like 37, 44, so it was like on an upward path, but then you're dropping down to 32, back to a 43, a 46, a 53, and a 41. So, I mean, I think Mando definitely has learned from that, you know, because that was one of the things that it definitely did a little bit in seasons 1, and I still think in 2, but like just the up and downs with the episodes in general from Disney Plus, I don't get. I do think that Star Wars is starting to give us more, right? Like Andor, almost all of those episodes were 45 plus. Mando obviously does it quite a bit, but you do get these occasional like half-hour episodes, which is like, why? Why do we need half-hour episodes? Although I'm pumped because the name of the next episode is The Foundling, which means we're going to deal with some Grogu and Mandalorian stuff. If Grogu gets a helmet, I'm freak out. It's obviously not happening in Chapter 20 because I can see the image of Chapter 21, the pirate, and his head is visible, and if he had put a helmet on, he couldn't take it off. But if we end up with like a little Grogu helmet at some point, I'd geek out so hard. I'd be here for it. I wouldn't want him to be like one of these Mandalorian, like this is the way, never take my helmet off, because I need his adorable little mug on screen as often as possible. But yeah, I really thought there was some really interesting stuff going on. Like for just bookending the episode, I thought there was a lot of interesting stuff going on with Bo. Obviously, withholding the mythosaur element is interesting. It's not shocking, but I'll be interested to see where she brings that back into play. And now that Din has completed, his mission and is no longer apostate and is, once again Mandalorian, I'm very interested to see where his story goes, and specifically with this group and with Mandalore, knowing that Mandalore's not cursed and that they could go back and rebuild. I'm fascinated to see how all of that plays. I'm trying to keep the review elements a little bit shorter because I'm just going to binge through these all day long, and they'll get up at some point probably during or after Ahsoka. But yeah, I do think he did a lot of nice world building and story building for this season. Like, there are a lot of things now in play that I'm interested in. I want to see what happens with Bo next, and what's next for Din and Grogu, and how those stories could possibly bring us back to Coruscant and Pershing and Kane. Like, I'm very interested in all that. And I gotta say, I do agree with, I want to say headlines were saying people were like, oh man, she could be Abby for The Last of Us. I think physically she's got the right physique. She was much lighter in this than I expected, but she does carry that, like, I could play with you, act like one thing when I really mean something else. I need to see a little bit more anger and darkness from her to dive in to be Abby. But like, if she's doing both, I think that would work really well with that character. Again, I don't know if age plays a factor in that or not, and I think I saw a headline saying that they might be getting close to having found their Abby, so maybe we'll have info on that soon. But as far as Mandalorian goes, I gotta look up her. I should just do it now and give her the due credit she is due. Mandalorian actor Kane. Katie O'Brien. Big props, man. I've really enjoyed her performance, and like I said, I'm very interested now in that character that was one of these kind of background characters on Gideon's ship, that you didn't really get a lot of time with. So having a whole episode like that with her and Pershing both, I thought was very interesting, and I'm sad though that she seemingly looks like she wiped Pershing's brain. I want to know what's going on there. But yeah, 3 episodes in, I'm pretty stoked, and this would probably. And this is definitely one of the better episodes of the 3 from what I can remember. So let's get the Sea Maniacs up. Let's give this a score. Having looked back, I think I gave I don't know if I gave a score on the first episode from the season, but episode 2 I definitely gave a 4. And I would imagine I probably had episode 1 in like the 3-5, if not the 4 range. Because I have thoroughly enjoyed the first 3 episodes and what we've set up so far. I think as far as like a piece of television and like an episode from a writing and an execution standpoint, this is probably my favorite episode of the season from that standpoint. Like, I think it's probably the strongest, and like I said, 58 minutes, so you're over 50, you're taking your time to explore the things that you need to explore and build out some new characters, and create some things that are interesting, and add some things that are interesting for your main characters that we've gotten so far this season with Bo and Din, right? Like, there's some interesting things going on there. So I dig all that stuff. I don't necessarily like it more than Chapter 18, because you delivered on a mythosaur and just going back to Mandalore and having Bo be involved. Like, all that stuff really hit for me. But I think The Convert's a really solid episode and like a solid start. That chase sequence was so much fun, and like that's the thing I love about this show is like you get a lot of Star Wars vibes, but not necessarily like it doesn't feel like it's a saga thing, right? Like it feels like it comes from Star Wars, and there are elements that are like, oh man, that's familiar from things, but it does do its own stuff, and that's something I've always really liked about The Mandalorian. So I'm going to go 4 out of 5 again. I think this is a really solid episode and sets up, like I said, a lot of interesting things that I'd like to see the show pay off as we move forward. Not going to waste any time. Get right to Chapter 20 in The Foundling. A shorter episode, so that's exciting in the sense that, like, I got to keep moving because I'm behind. I don't love them when we do the half-hour episodes, but something to do, with The Foundling, which could be Din or it could be Grogu. I'm fascinated to see where we go there, so let's not waste, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to shut up. 4 out of 5 for episode 3, chapter 19, The Convert of Mandalorian season 3. I'm digging this season. Don't spoil anything for what's coming if you've watched everything. Although I will watch everything before I edit. So I guess yeah, go. You can go ham if you want, but try to keep it to chapter 19, The Convert. What were you digging about this episode? Did you like having a break off to 2 characters that don't necessarily have a path that we can see yet to play into our main storyline? Did that work for you? If it wasn't something that you were necessarily loving, did you come around to it because I think the writing and the execution was really well? And did you like the bookend stuff and where we're going and the things we're building for Bo and Din both? And like I said, I can't wait to see what's ahead for Grogu. But anything you got, man, good, bad, indifferent on The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 3, Chapter 19, The Convert, put it down below in the comments section. Look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the C-Man, anytime we're talking movies, TV, trailer reactions, you want to see the rest of my reactions for Season 3 of The Mandalorian, you want to be here for Ahsoka, it's later tonight for me. By the time you see this video, we will have already watched it, so we won't talk about Ahsoka. But if you want to be here for the rest of these reactions, if you haven't watched but you want to see my Ahsoka reactions as those are up, you want to show a little love and support, hey, come join C-Maniac Nation. You handle all those things doing that, and you can do it simply by jumping over there, hitting that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time for the C-Man Cinema, sit down. I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace! Oh, you guys are still here. You snuck up on me. You must be looking for more of this guy. Well, I got 2 video options for you, man. Right up here and right over here. And if you want all those C-Man goodies, well, hey, come join the squad right on over there, and I'll catch you on the next one.